Many strange things have happened over the course of me owning this YouTube channel. I'm just going to be honest with you guys. Some people on the internet are pretty crazy. And the person we're talking about today, I wouldn't put her on the scale of like she's like unhinged or anything like that, but she's definitely a little bit trigger happy, acts on impulse. Like I don't really know what to prescribe her with, but she's pretty jumpy. Maybe that's the right word, jumpy. Now, the person we're talking about today is a YouTuber. She's like a stay-at-home mom type person. Her channel name is WithoutACrystalBall. She's a tea channel, and she's pumping out videos faster than the quartering on all kinds of drama. I mean, look at this. Daniel Cohn, Kanye West. I mean, let's just take a look at one of these things. Ooh, the intro. Topical. Funny. That's right. Intelligent? X to doubt. T. I love this like swirling like text intro. Oh yeah. Oh, bass intro. That was paid for. That had to have been paid for in Fiverr, by the way.
Hey guys, it's Katie from Without a Crystal Ball. We're gonna get into a story about Justice Seawall.
Okay, no, we're not. I just want to show you guys the intro, to be honest, because I watched that before I was recording and it was funny as fuck. But there's a story to this here, so stick around. All right. So you guys remember a couple weeks ago we were really on the Sanders Kennedy case. This guy, he's another T channel, Sanders Kennedy. He had made some videos claiming that there was an official police investigation on Shane Dawson. Now, we all know Shane Dawson is a bit of a creep, bit of a weirdo. There's a lot of questionable clips. It seems like there's a little bit too many questionable clips. But just because there are questionable clips of Shane Dawson doesn't mean that he's like automatically like a pedophile or something. You gotta be careful when you call people that. And sure enough, like if somebody's coming out and saying that there's an investigation on him, I'm gonna want to see some proof. I'm gonna want to see some receipts. So on that same night that Sanders Kennedy made that video claiming that there was an investigation, I was streaming with some friends of mine. And people were telling me, they're like, Augie, talk about the new investigation that just opened up. And I'm like, what do you mean new investigation? Send me some proof. And so they sent me Sanders' video, and I'm like, this isn't proof. This isn't, you know, he never cites anything. His source was quite literally, dude, trust me. I mean, we know the Sanders Kennedy story. It was ridiculous. Well, this channel was the only other channel carrying that story. The Without a Crystal Ball lady, she was really covering the story. Now, she's removed her content from it, you know, about it now, because we all know that the story is bullshit. Even Sanders had to acknowledge this in a 15-second video that got bombarded with 13,000 dislikes. But at that time, at that night, she was really pushing this. And she was the one who ended up tweeting, urging people to call the helpline if they had been, I guess, abused by Shane Dawson or something, I guess. Her tweet read out, and this was on the night that that video came out. If you're a victim that may have interacted with Shane Dawson online or in person and were a minor at the time, you are urged to contact Los Angeles Community Sheriff's Department, and then she gives the number, asked to speak to Sergeant Payne about the Shane Dawson investigation. And this is what led to, you know, when we called the department or whatever, when we found out that Sergeant Payne was in fact retired. Oops. Now, her tweet left out a lot of information that was necessary to call the right department to report a crime. If I were somebody who actually was abused by Shane Dawson, and I saw this tweet that was urging me to come forward with this to the police, I wouldn't have been able to because there's not enough information here. So while we were calling the police on stream, I decided to just DM this lady and ask some questions. And I'm, of course, doing this on stream. Like, I'm DMing her on stream. Like, I'm showing the DMs on screen. I'm DMing her on stream because there's no reason not to. I mean, like, I'm just asking her a question. It's not like we're having, like, a private, personal conversation. I'm just asking her, like, a question. So I wrote to her in DMs. I said, yo, can you come on my stream right now? We are trying to figure out what's going on with the Shane Dawson investigation. And she says, hello, I would not make calls to the police when you are live. And then I wrote back, the sergeant is retired. Can you give us more information to make a call because your tweet did not include enough info? Then she said Sanders has the info. And then I wrote back, I don't believe this. I think this whole thing is full of shit. Now, this is the only time in this very brief conversation I have with her that I'm, like, being, somewhat aggressive. I'm not even being aggressive here. I'm just saying, like, I'm just saying that I think it's full of shit. So then I say, LMFAO, why aren't you responding? Get on the show. You have a lot to answer for, which is true. She did. And then she writes back, excuse me? Get on the show? What do I have to answer for? Sanders put out the info. Which is true, but you also made videos talking about the story and believing it. So, you know, we're just asking questions over here. And then she says, I'm not going on your show. To which I write back, get Sanders on. You provided the tip line. You tweeted it out. And then she says, you need to contact Sanders, which I did, and he never wrote back to me, unfortunately. I wonder why. And then she wrote, get your trolls out of my chat, because we were streaming at the same time, so I guess some of my subs were going over to her channel, which I can't control, by the way. I wrote back, I did. He won't respond. And then she said, he posted the video, get your trolls off my channel, calling me a liar. And then shortly later, she blocked me, which is just wonderful. That's amazing. But yeah, you can see, like, I'm showing you these DMs for a reason, because, like, at no point am I getting, like, abusive or aggressive or whatever. But she, like, freaks out about this later on, actually recently. So then she goes on another stream that night, a stream hosted by this guy named UniRock. And I swear, I'm playing this audio for you guys. Tell me that she's not saying she's gonna sue me.
Yes, you could be criticized for trusting Kennedy, right? If the information turns out to be wrong, people are going to say you shouldn't have trusted him, blah, blah, blah. But why do you think so many people were so fast to say that you were lying for trusting Kennedy? Well, what do you think that was about? I mean, it just seems crazy to me.
I don't know. I mean, all I know is that...
By the way, I don't recall ever calling her a liar. Maybe I did. I just don't recall that.
That freaking creep show started, like, retweeting that bullshit, and then, like, Edwin or Elwin or whatever his name is.
Edwin's World or something like that. I know
Edwin's World.
Generation. Edwin's Generation, yeah.
Yeah, so then I get, like, Repzilla is in my DMs, and I like Rep. He's, like, always really nice to me. And I was like, get Augie's people out of my fucking...
She's on the phone with Repzilla. Get them out of my chat, Rep. Get all these trolls out of my chat. Genuine question, by the way, what were my subscribers even doing that was so, like, evil? Like, you're acting like they were, like, you know, holding you at gunpoint or whatever through the screen. Like, what were my subs even doing that was that aggressive?
Channel. Like, and I literally told Rep, I was like, if he keeps doing this, I'm reporting this to YouTube. I'm gonna frickin' sue his ass because I'm not.
What? You're gonna sue me for what? Watching your stream? You can't sue me for that. You can't sue me for DMing you. You can't even sue me for showing your DMs. That's not possible. What are you talking about? Like, I do believe she probably did report me to YouTube, but obviously didn't work because this happened like 2 weeks ago. But, like, sue me? Like, what? That's not gonna... Does she think, like, she can just say she's gonna, like, sue me, and then I'm gonna be, like, freak out and be like, oh my god, don't sue me, please. Don't sue me, please. Like, obviously she has no grounds to sue me. That doesn't make any sense. What is she even talking about? What even is this?
Not gonna, like, this is against TOS. He's literally harassing me.
It's not against TOS to watch you or criticize you or even be harsh.
His armies, and people say I have troll armies. My people never swarm like this, ever.
You could be criticized.
Okay, shut up, UniRock. How was I swarming you? Literally how? There's no way. I have 20,000 subs. You have 120,000 subs. You have way more than me. You're telling me that my tiny ass channel was like just filling you up? I don't believe that. Call me crazy, but I don't believe that. Oh my god. And then of course if you watched After Hours last Friday, well we saw that she was tweeting about me still, even to this day. She wrote, and this is a Twitter thread that's now deleted, so I had to look at, you know, when I was looking at it on my screen on After Hours. But she wrote, I've never said a creator's name and had them swarm into my DMs, my channel, and my comments so fast when I called out this creator. They insisted I got it wrong, which you did, and you admitted to this, and you even apologized to me after the fact. Which is crazy now that you're talking shit about me because you apologized to me before, so that's amazing. You just take the apology back, I guess? Okay. Not that I even asked for one anyway. I don't really believe in apologies, but like, okay, just go ahead and take it back. Anyway, she writes back, then suddenly all his buddies are attacking me, making hate videos while he's in my DMs playing coy. And she puts all them snake emojis in there. Ooh. They all swarmed to attack my credibility and dig into my past. Nobody dug into your past. When their pasts were literally littered with nasty, horrific behavior. I think what she's talking about is, like, our buddy Pescator, who has some pretty, like, dodgy tweets where he's talking about, like, I think, like, I don't want to, like, put him on the spot here, but like he has like a lot of tweets talking about like Muslims or whatever from like 2017, which is pretty understandable because he's had like, you know, altercations with terrorists, you know, not to like excuse what he's saying, but like, you know, he basically has some pretty dicey tweets from the past, and so she's basically trying to pull this up to devalue our criticisms. I mean, I don't have any dicey tweets, not that I know of. Nobody's ever exposed them anyway. I feel like if I had old bad tweets or whatever, people would have shown them to me by now. But anyway, how is this even relevant to this conversation? She writes, so yeah, stay away from them. I'm too scared to name the creators after what I went through the past few weeks. I don't want anyone coming after me, but I've heard from multiple people that this group does this to a lot of creators. Most are demonetized for their behavior. Listen, there's a lot to dissect here. First off, you're too scared to name the creators. Why are you scared? What are you scared about? Your channel is like 10 times larger than mine. How are you scared? Second off, I don't want them coming after me. Well, then maybe don't talk about us. And coming after you, that just means we're criticizing you. We're responding to what you're saying about us. Are we not allowed to do that? Are you the only person who's allowed to talk about us? That doesn't make any sense. And yeah, most of them are demonetized. Only 2 channels in our realm were demonetized, that being me and Tipster. And guess what? We're both remonetized. So, and the only reason we're remonetized is because YouTube looked at our content and realized that we're not harassers, that it was a false flag on us, and that actually our content's completely safe. So yeah, nice job trying to like paint us as like super evil harassers or whatever. It just doesn't make any sense. Guys, there's a lot of people on the internet who are like pretty crazy and pretty unhinged. Like in my opinion, you know, if you're gonna talk shit on the internet, you better be prepared to take it. It'd be one thing if we were like going into like your families or whatever and like, you know, harassing you that way, because that would be like legitimate harassment, but we're not doing that. And, you know, this whole like, we're digging into you, we're trying to ruin your life or whatever, that's just simply not true. And you can't even prove that. So I don't know why you would say that. And threatening to sue me on the internet for like, you know, I guess being mean to you, like, it just goes without saying, but that's never gonna work. It's never gonna happen. So yeah, anyway, just thought I'd make this video since she's talking shit about us recently, even though most of this drama is like 2-3 weeks old now. I actually forgot who she was until she brought my name back up. But yeah, just thought I'd do a little showpiece on this stuff, cause it's pretty funny. Anyway, guys, you guys hear the music. I'm gonna get out of here. My name's AugieRFC. I will catch you guys later, everyone. Peace out.